Nobody's gonna really notice that. But with the archetype that I got, I will have to probably swap out one of my feats because I didn't know I'd get it. I get like the words of healing automatically as the divine hunter, so I'll just probably swap it with something relevant.
Yeah, just swap it. That's fine.
So
I figured it'd be fun. I didn't know I get to cast
fucking sending on my bullets.
a bigger special ability section.
So I don't get a mount.
I usually end up
because
with a second sheet.
like
you're playing like a fighter character.
Paladin
you end up with another
is
one
my
for
gun.
feats because you get them.
So just interrupt everybody who's watching. We're finishing leveling, so it might be a couple minutes before we actually get into everything. So
I don't understand. I keep putting points into spellcraft, but when do I ever roll for spellcraft?
You roll for spellcraft to identify magical items, and you roll for spellcraft to if I ever throw a spellcaster at you, and you go, what are they doing?
You will know.
You don't right away know, but you roll a spellcraft check, and then I can basically go like, oh, he's doing this.
Yeah. Any magical cool shit. But I mean, if it's high enough, then you can probably, like, what is it right now?
It's 9 at the moment.
That's probably good.
That's pretty good to identify most spells in this.
So, okay, like, I have a couple of things, like, I'd like to put more into Intimidate, I think.
Do you see your character being intimidated?
Yes.
Okay.
That's gonna be a thing. Okay, so I've spent 2.
Do you know how many skill points you
fly
get?
would be if I am, like, doing a, like, once I learn the fly spell.
Once you get fly, you may want to dump a bunch of points into fly.
Okay, but I shouldn't do it now, because why? Why would I bother?
Exactly. Like, fly, like, once you obtain the ability to fly, like, that's when... And usually, you don't roll fly checks unless something's, like, really crazy going on. Like, if you're trying to use fly while there's a tornado.
Okay.
Like... We're flying, right? They did it all the time in the Wizard of Oz.
Or like you're falling off of an airship and you cast fly on yourself. You may have to do a fly check to make sure that you can right yourself and do stuff like that.
I think I'm going to put points into that.
So does anyone else have any questions about their
It's half his level.
about what they want to do for leveling? We'll finish up before we start.
Nope. Just give me one more minute.
Okay.
I have one more.
Krista gets to read about all the sweet things she gets to do by being so smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna read while you guys recap.
Well, I'm repenning my 20th level character, and I found out that I have forgotten a whole lot of rules that are on my character sheet.
You get to
like,
get
when did
more
that
hit
happen?
points now, right?
You get to roll a dice and add your con bonus.
Yeah.
So I wrote D6, and then I
Correct.
add. Oh, okay.
And then what are your con bonuses?
It's a 0.
Then you
That
get 0.
really sucks.
Okay.
5.
Do you have toughness?
I really don't think so.
It's a feat.
So, when I roll to do my hip
Then you only get.
What is it says? It'll say at the top. What
At the top it'll say hit die is 1d something.
HD 1.
Probably an 8.
8.
Man.
23.
So roll
Pretty
a
good
d8,
guess.
add your con modifier.
Rolls an alchemist rogue archetype.
And add
It's the new one, yeah.
Yeah, then that's your D8.
The investigator. It's great because in my last really big campaign, my friend ended up playing an alchemist rogue, and we're like, so they just created the class that your character was this
fucking
entire
A.
time.
Ooh, that sucks.
What'd you get?
1.
Do you allow the 1 reroll?
You're heroic, why not?
That's because there's a bump in this thing right here.
You're heroic, why not?
6. That's
Plus, I
better.
can throw more stuff at you and you'll live.
Okay, and then I get how many more to add here?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's based off your intelligence.
It'll say skill points plus your intelligence.
skill ranks per level 6 plus intelligence.
So you get 6 plus 1, so you
So I
get
get
7.
7.
And then you're a gnome.
Right.
So you don't get an extra
Oh,
one.
this is so exciting.
Oh, do sorcerers? I know paladins get at level.
Well, you're
certain
human?
levels, she gets a bonus, right?
You're
Yeah.
human?
No, she's half elf.
I'm half elf.
Okay, then.
They don't get the attribute bonus.
No.
You
Oh wait, no, at fourth level everybody gets an
I
attribute.
wrote
Well, I had
I'm
yeah.
half elf.
Yes.
Yeah. I had 4 levels, correct.
Yes,
I'm only level 3 paladin, however.
correct. Everybody,
Sucks.
I don't like doing the.
Ooh, I got a more.
I know, I always forget.
Okay, wait.
Like I'm 1 off of everyone.
At this level, I get a base attack bonus of +2. Where the
Yeah.
fuck does that go? Oh, here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! I didn't.
Actually,
And then
one
make sure
box
you
up.
add it into all
That
of your
one there.
Yep.
your
and then
weapon.
it goes down throughout the list.
Oh
Okay.
crap!
I already did that
Okay,
apparently.
never mind.
I don't know how. I don't know why. Oh, could there be another way to get a base attack bonus? Because this
No.
I did through that. No.
Well, you have a strength of -1, so your BAB is your +2.
It's gonna be one less.
So yeah, then you're +2. You must have done it last week
Okay.
or last time.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I wouldn't remember because I was dying.
No, you don't remember. That was the fastest I've ever seen you leave. Okay, so 1. Okay, I get one more of these. No.
So while the ladies
Oh,
are
yeah,
finishing
we're on
up, I
camera.
have a couple of announcements to make.
Oh, no, I don't.
One is that next Friday at 10 p.m. at the Metal Grill there will be a Magma Dragon show, which is a metal band based on the gaming adventures of the Monday group that I play in, and a couple of the other groups that one of the guys DMs for. So if anybody wants to go, please show up.
Why is Magma Dragon a thing that people should go to?
Because it's awesome.
Well, other than that.
Look it up on YouTube. You'll find out why it's awesome.
Well,
Not now.
They
Later.
play songs that are
They're
about
metal
D&D.
and about gaming. Yes.
Okay.
About gaming
There you
groups.
go.
Actually, the adventures of gaming groups in particular. And the song about my character will be this week. So
So you
Uh-huh.
so you should definitely go. Second announcement is that within the week, hopefully tonight, I will be trying to get up a L3 fan page so that things such as extra sides to the story and questions from people who are watching and the schedule
Questions from the audience.
will be up to put outside of the chat forums and whatnot. Also, there are a couple one-offs in the works, and we'll post those up on a schedule on Facebook then. So that'll hopefully increase awareness across the board. Plus, anybody can point somebody to the L3 Facebook page to look at what's going on.
Yes.
To look at the awesomeness of our group.
Yeah. So like our page. Woohoo.
And I believe that those are all the announcements that I have. So, last week, someone else will have to recap because I was gone. I do remember that the final thing that happened was you guys were riding off into the sunset towards Flame Keep.
Some direction, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one very specific direction that the evil well water was flowing in, I believe.
Yep.
I don't remember which direction that is.
It's,
Towards the city we were going to anyway.
Now here's the most important part anyway. Side note, we get an additional action point now, don't we?
yes.
And do we
need
get the other
4
ones back?
more.
Dude, somebody is.
So how many should we have total?
We have 7. That's
We should
right,
have
I'm paying
7.
I need
attention.
2.
I need 2.
I need 4.
I need
Hold on.
4. I might have some in my car, to be
I
honest.
have one.
Right, but I know that things have dropped somewhere on the bottom of my car seats, so.
Oh,
Fake
this-
money!
Well, the dollar store is awesome.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the goofy.
Yay, guys! We get some new stuff.
Alright, so 7 action points. So, let me grab my action point counters. And now that you guys have noticed how many action points you guys are carrying over from time to time,
Yeah.
I hope you'll get the idea that, using them more is
You
probably a
get
good
an
idea.
action point, and you get an action
That's
point.
Everyone gets an action point.
That's what they're
stuff.
for. They're for being Indiana Jones and grabbing your hat.
Which also gives me grit back, by the way, if I do some cool stuff with my gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
I
what
should
do you
use my
need?
grit more often.
I need 2.
Do we get one every level? Because by the time we get up
No,
higher,
you get refreshed. So what?
Oh wait, we don't get an additional one?
How many do you have?
I have
3?
3.
Wait, I thought we got an additional one. Is it
Yeah.
always 6 action? Oh, so we're sure at 7 now.
Yeah, you're at 7.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we need
4.
2 and you need 4. There's 4.
I used many action points.
Really? Level 2 spell, commune with birds? Like, why the fuck would I ever pick that one?
Are you kidding?
You clearly have not watched
Yay,
Arrested
continuing
Development enough.
pattern.
Communing with birds is a thing. It's
If you
awesome.
perhaps ventured upon an island where there were only birds and bird people,
Well,
you
not
would be
even.
screwed.
Birds can scout.
That's true.
You know, if you walk up to a little sparrow and you go like, "Hey, what's over the ridge over there?" It might tell you.
And Sparrow's like, holy shit, somebody's talking to me.
What does gain energy damage touch attack mean?
Lynn is trying to pick her 2nd level spell for anybody that is curious as to why she's just bantering on.
Oh, you gain an energy damage touch attack.
Oh,
So basically, you go like zap.
okay. I don't
That's
like
how it
that one
works.
as much. I don't want to have to touch things. Things
So-
are gross.
I'm not even sick.
What
It's just, like,
level
so
do you get
dry.
Fireball?
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
Is that
I've never
3rd
drinking like a
level?
fish.
Fireball's
Doesn't make a
like
difference.
3rd level.
I
spell,
found
yeah.
fiery shuriken. That sounds pretty awesome.
Fire shurikens is kind of like magic missile.
Yeah,
No.
but with fire. And
But with fire.
shurikens.
Right.
And shurikens. instead
So
of missiles.
what's our recap?
Okay,
So
you should do it, because you wrote notes.
You have notes.
I do your notes. So, as everyone might remember, we were thinking about trying to cleanse the Silver Flame
yes.
Temple. Because we were in the barracks that were obviously destroyed. And that's when we found all the funny water, which was maybe not water. We're not sure. It looked nasty. And then some kind of being came up out of a puddle of water. We're not sure really what that was either.
Oh, I think it was a big giant like water demon.
Water
type thing,
demon? Is that
perhaps?
what we're calling it?
Was it a
No.
water demon? Or was it a what's the name
Elemental.
of it? Yeah, an elemental. Okay.
Okay, it was an elemental. So we fought the water elemental.
Marin, that's what I was thinking. Of. The water genie.
And it like disappeared twice, right? We weren't sure how to fight it.
So we just kind of slashed at it.
Right, but we did defeat both, and that was great. And then we go back to the temple. We finished that. We tried to purify the river, but it wasn't working right because we'd purify a little apart, and then it would just keep flowing. And so we're like, well, maybe we should find the source. So that's where we were going. We were trying to go the direction that the river was flowing from in order to find the source. We also brought the scared little kid with us because he said that he had family in Flamehold.
And asphyxie
It's Flame
that we
Keep.
think fell into
Flame
the
Keep?
Yeah.
the
Sorry.
sinkhole that went down to the river that the water elemental came out of.
Right. So we lost her, unfortunately. We managed to keep the kid. And the first time we passed was all dark. Gwen said that it radiates evil and it was focusing from the center, she thought. So we camped outside for a night, then go into the center. We find a well with an etched design in the dirt all around it. The design is so powerful that we think it's a necro symbol. We're not sure what to do because none of us can dispel magic, or at least not this type.
Well, probably to that severity too.
Right.
It's some
So Phaedra
really
tries
evil
to
shit,
throw her imp, which to the rest of us looks like a squeaky toy, into the well. Then
No one
her
has any
shoulder
idea.
burns for 3 points, and she hears a squeak. Then everyone but Elise sees the imp briefly. Then we decide to go to the next
Yeah,
big
I'm
town,
really bad with that imp.
which
We
is
took-
Flame Keep.
We took a drawing of the design with us
Yeah.
too.
Right. We did do that. Oh, I had that next. With a picture we drew of the necro symbol to seek help, and then we leveled to 4.
Yay!
So
I
there we
found
go.
my spell.
Ta-da! What spell is it?
Spontaneous immolation.
Oh, that's a good spell.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
If you had grease too, that would be really
I bet
fun.
if it was set birds on
Grease.
fire.
Yeah, grease is fun. Grease, flames. Aha, run away!
This one is basically you point your finger at a creature, causing it to spontaneously burst into flame. The target takes 3d6 points of fire damage and catches on fire. A successful fortitude save reduces it by damage by half and prevents it from catching on fire. Each round on your turn, a burning target can attempt a new save to extinguish the flames. Otherwise, it takes another 1d6 fire damage.
Very
Nice.
good spell.
I love this one. This is awesome. I'm going
All right,
to write all that
so
down.
you guys are headed to the north. The north. northwest.
Right? That's northwest, yes.
Yeah.
Or northeast, I'm sorry. Northeast.
This way.
I'm getting my...
So are we going toward Thornhold?
No, Flame Keep. Well, yes, kind of.
No, we're leaving Flamekeep.
No, we're
No,
going
we're
to
going to
Flame
Flame
Keep.
Yeah. You were
We're
leaving
taking
a
the
small
kid there.
Somewhere all
Oh.
around here.
That's where the
Oh,
kid has
right.
relatives.
The
and-
necro
And
symbol
then
was just the
we
first
were
dark
dropping
town.
off the remains of the soldier who told us all about the evil stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Unless he has no family, in which case I'm taking a shit. The subtext in Gwen's facial expression was over my dead body.
So, all right, you guys are traveling up. It's pretty uneventful. You pass through one more small village that is also empty, completely devoid of activity.
Is it also pretty evil and scary like the other one?
It seems pretty evil and scary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you guys wish to stop and investigate, or
Do we want to see if there's another necro
Yeah.
symbol to see?
Probably.
Because it might be like a series of
Perhaps.
symbols.
Perhaps.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Is it daytime or is it not daytime?
it's daytime.
Okay.
Okay, that was a good question.
Yeah.
If it's daytime seems a lot less scary when you're dealing with zombies.
Right.
So yeah, let's go. Let's do a quick search. Nothing, you know.
All right, you guys ride into town, and you guys look around. There's no symbol. Do you do your?
Yeah, detect evil.
Detecting.
Yeah, of course.
You do your detect evil. It's the town still radiates like
Grossness.
grossness, but there is a shining point, and you go over there, and it is the well.
But this does not have the necromancy
It does
symbol?
not have a symbol.
Okay.
Okay.
So the source is definitely water, or this well, and this whole path of the well.
But it's not as strong here.
No, it is not a strong.
No, it's not. Says the omnipotent being that I commune with.
Well, don't you have a god that you speak with on a daily
Yeah,
basis?
right. Yeah,
So-
exactly. The Silver Flame, who speaks through Paul.
I'm gonna call you the Silver Flame from now on.
So yeah, there's
So I'm wondering if that symbol was possibly some kind of like twisted attempt at protection.
I don't know.
I mean, here's my thought. I know the necromancy stuff is evil, right?
Right.
But
There
what if there
is
was
white necromancy.
well, okay,
Is a thing.
that I did not know that.
Yeah, white
so
necromancy is a
now
thing.
I know.
It's evil and wrong, but it's a thing.
But even evil people need to protect themselves. What if
Right.
there was a
Well-
necromancer living in that town and they were like, "Shit, I don't like this," and they
Right.
did a thing?
Well,
You didn't
this
do a
is
very good job.
from
No, but
from Gwen's point of view, it is evil and wrong. But meta outside of game, yeah, white necromancers are totally a thing. They're not evil. They just use necromancy as a tool. But Gwen thinks they're terrible. All of it's terrible. Necromancy's bad.
okay, but and speaking to Gwen now, we'll go back. Evil or not, like okay, I'll just play that I agree with you. That doesn't mean it's the source.
Correct.
Okay.
I agree. Well, and it's weird though that if apparently I'm drawing something in the dirt or something. Well, it's weird that if you had the symbol here and other points along the route, so maybe it's something that has to, like a connection that has to be maintained. So like every, I don't know, couple of feet or demonic wells, you have to recreate the symbol because it seems weird that I don't know if it's from the
Yeah.
center because it seems like then it would spread out further.
Right. And the water's going in this direction.
It's only in one direction.
who would like to make an intelligence check?
I shouldn't because I
would.
agree.
So
Don't.
smart.
For why not?
I have really good
15.
ideas, but that's it.
That was awful. I add the ability score in.
Well, the ability modifier.
Just the modifier?
Yes,
Yeah.
just a modifier.
An intelligence check?
You know what? It's not even worth me telling you what I rolled.
I got a
Oh,
15.
man.
I don't know anything.
I'll try.
I got a 5, guys.
11, because I have a negative intelligence.
Really?
Yeah, I do have a negative one.
You look down in the well, and you notice you're human.
No,
Oh, are you?
I'm the only
I'm an
one.
elf.
You're human. You're elf. Okay, good. With your
What do my
eyesight-
elf eyes see?
You see, you notice that you see the water rushing down at the bottom of the well, and you notice that it is heading away from the town that you guys were at before. And you also remember that the water that was running through the
Settlement?
the fort
Yeah.
was heading in the opposite direction.
Wait. So
So this is either not
So
the same
water,
river.
the water's been going this way.
yeah.
And we get to the evil well, and the water's going this way. But now the water's going this way.
Huh.
So it may be the source, and it's
Branching.
radiating
it
out
out.
from there.
And it might be weaker going in this direction since it's also using power to redirect the water. But that doesn't make sense because then there's no... How is more water going down the other
Right.
direction?
Well,
Where's it coming from?
Because magic.
From,
Yeah.
because, yes. Because Obama. I mean,
Or,
who's that?
or they're not the same river and we just...
Right,
Yeah.
there's an option that there was a... But I mean, even still, generally speaking,
Could I
rivers
perhaps
always flow
Yeah.
in one
roll a
direction.
survival check.
Right.
Because that should probably tell me something about rivers, right? Rivers! 9.
9.
Rivers flow. They give you water.
I got 15.
Oh, do
Put
you have to
points
be
in
trained in
survival.
this?
There can be multiple underground rivers that feed these wells, but you don't know if they come from all the same source or if they come from differing sources. I mean, it could come from the mountains to the north and
Okay.
just branch out at some point. It could come up from the south. Like you're.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't know if they're the same source.
Alright, well let's just note our observations and hopefully find somebody smart in Flamekeep.
And be like, hey, is this the way the water usually goes?
Yeah, could we find a townsperson?
Well, we could probably
We have to-
find
Well, we're gonna look for people in Flamekeep when we get there.
a ranger,
Because
perhaps.
I assume this is like the last one where there's just no one.
I just want to interrupt and say that anybody that's listening that happens to be going to PAX South that wants to see Lynn and I talk in front of a whole bunch of people should probably show up at the Bobcat Theater at 11:30 on that Saturday. So,
Yay! Oh, that makes me so happy.
Very nice.
Yay! I was like, what is he talking about? Oh!
Did you not know we were going to do it?
Well, we knew we were going to do it, but we were waiting approval on the panel. And so this is 3 panels in 1 year. 3 PAXs, 3 panels in 1 year. That's...
Congratulations.
Thank you!
That's
Yay.
awesome.
So, what are you guys gonna do next?
Continuing on to Flamekeep, right?
Forward hose! I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
you know.
All right, you continue through this village. You come upon Flamekeep, and it's actually not a landlocked town. It is surrounded by water. It has 2 main bridges that
Oh, look at that.
occupy it.
Oh.
There are 3 main bridges that connect it. And
Pretty spiffy.
this is the Church of the Silver Flame. This is which it rises above and dominates the entire island. You see just off to the side the Royal Palace, and let's see here. Where is number 3? And you also see the lightning rail station that helps connect this part of the city to the rest of Corvair.
Alright. So shit's going down. They're burning the crap out of the bridges and hoping that they survive on their little island. Basically. That's what it seems like.
It's quite the bustling community. You do notice a larger percentage of war force than at most places.
All of them have some mark of the silver flame on them.
God, your damn church is everywhere. Like, it's like a huge freaking cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, out of curiosity, because, well, Phaedra has no idea, is this, like, all over this world? Like, is
Would
it's like
It's
the
like-
biggest church ever?
It's like
would
Christianity.
you?
No,
like,
I don't really want to learn about her church.
Would you like
No.
to make a knowledge check?
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll see what I know about churches. I only have Arcana, though.
So just
12 and 8, so 20.
You probably can't use that though.
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the only one I'm skilled in, so.
It'd
But you
probably
really
just
do
be
an
an
intelligence check, yeah.
Okay, then 12 and 3, 15.
Hold on. Let me find my thing.
Not bad.
Because I know how to work stuff. And-
I accidentally swapped dice with somebody from Sunday.
okay, what did you roll?
Just one. I gotta get it back.
Oh, no.
15. Show the 15.
For what?
Just knowledge general.
Intelligence.
Or, I'm sorry, intelligence
You
general.
better tell him not to
And you did
use
a
it.
what? You got a what? 15?
15.
I know, I don't know who I
If
swapped
you let me
dice
use
with.
Arcana, it's a 20.
Just one. I never really roll it. It's like the D12.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
But now my set is incomplete.
Well, basically, what you know about the Church of the Silver Flame is that it reveres a holy fire within the Cathedral of Flame Keep.
Hey, I've heard her.
The capital of Flame, the capital of Thrain. You also know that Thrain is a theocracy. So this whole country is ruled by the church.
This
What
is
I
like
say
Church
goes,
of English. This is like Church of England,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically.
What I say goes. I win. Haha.
Yeah, I suppose. So, am I considered like
Really terrible.
breaking the law then? Kind
No.
of because I
Not
don't
yet.
believe in her,
Not yet.
her god.
No.
Okay.
You're gonna be my best friend though the entire time we're in town. Cause I'm gonna be saving your ass.
You would you like to answer any of her questions?
That's sure.
No,
Yeah. If you have any
I'm
questions.
done asking. I don't want to know any more about your church and the silver flame. I like to light things on fire just as much as the next person.
We
but-
also like to light things on fire, but it's usually holy fire. But
Mine
fire
cleanses.
cleanses too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
it's
we have
fine.
something in common.
Exactly.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's like so you pulled a penny out of Sheldon here. You're like, oh no, I don't want to know anymore.
Yeah.
I've been watching far too much
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory.
Don't admit that around the wrong people.
But it's slightly funny.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Are we not supposed to say that we like it?
I've just gotten
You-
some flack before about it. It's like it's not a real nerd show.
Suck it,
doesn't mean it's
bitches.
not
No one
funny.
cares. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you guys enter town, and where would you like to go first?
Well, what would make... Okay, so my opinion would be to look for somebody who knows about necromancy first. Although I would also understand that perhaps getting somebody like a ranger to talk about the river...
Also,
Yeah.
getting rid of this kid.
Yeah, I would like
Wait,
to
let's get rid of the kid first.
I'd like to get rid of the
Yes.
kid. I would like to give the guy's body remains to whomever. Like, do all the good Samaritan shit.
We
Get that
getting
done.
money for the kid?
We don't know.
Depends on who, like, his
Yeah.
family.
Okay.
But
cool.
we should also give the dead guy's family the dead guy back.
Sure, but let's do the kid first because
Yeah.
he's alive.
He's
Yeah.
alive. He's more important.
Alright, so let's... Kid, where does your family live?
I don't know.
What's your family's name?
What's your family's name?
Marshall.
Okay. Do you guys go to...
Do they go to the church? Of the
Church?
Silver
That's
Flame?
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone attends
Because
that church.
churches keep records like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Doesn't everybody?
Well, or do they
Now,
have
what
a
do
city
they
hall
do?
here?
What does your family do? Do they have a
They have a
profession?
city hall in this?
Okay. It's probably the church.
Churches actually usually keep better records than city halls.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
because
creepy
they
as
would have
shit.
like
I know,
baptisms
isn't
and
it?
things
Yep,
like that. They would have the
exactly.
names. Does your family have a specific profession?
Well, my dad was a soldier.
Do your answer? What? Okay. Better yet, pretend I didn't ask that. What family members are here and what do they do?
My grandparents.
Okay.
What did they do?
What did they do? If
They
they...
don't do anything anymore. They
What did they
You know
used
what
to
they
do?
used to do?
Well, Grandpa was a soldier too.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
You know, damn military brat's not gonna be worth much.
Let's hope that Grandma did some whoring and made a
Okay.
lot of money.
Well, old people usually are really active in churches, so I actually think we should go to the
Yeah.
church, and
Yeah.
somebody is going to know
Probably
the
gonna know
Marshall
them.
family.
Right. So hopefully.
Yeah,
and then I'm
hopefully.
assuming we get the
And if
first
not, we
names
can leave
and
the
all
kid
that
at the
stuff
church
too.
and it'll be their problem.
And we might be able to leave the dead body there too,
Yeah.
or ashes, whatever.
Well, we have the name and stuff. I'm assuming it has like where the person lived, or at least was all of that, right? We
Yeah,
have his
you do have
papers,
his
so we know
papers, yeah.
exactly where he's lives.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
Cool.
I think we should just drop it off.
Like,
Do that.
here's your dead body ashes.
Right.
That's
We're
fine.
really, really sorry.
Sorry about
It
that.
sucks.
They're not gonna try and kill us when we drop it off, are they?
No, it's very
No.
respectful.
Okay.
Right. But it's like that shitty, you know, when like
don't wanna
you're
be
in the
there.
military and then you see like the military officers and then they get the awkward like
Oh shit.
We're like the honor guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the people carrying the flag and the sadness.
You're the 15th person I had to tell today about your dead kid.
Yeah. That's gotta be like the shittiest job ever.
Yeah, right? Okay, anyway, going
Anyway.
on. Sorry.
So,
So we're gonna
you
go do
guys are
that.
to the church?
Yes.
Yes.
So.
I guess we're
Oh,
going
I mean,
back to
I
the
also want to do
church.
that. So are we doing church first or are we dropping off dead guy?
Church.
And remember,
Church.
Is one on the way to the other?
I don't know, which is closer?
the church is in this. As you can see, the church is in the center of town.
Yeah.
It's a gigantic
Yep.
building.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to. It's like
Let's just.
But that
let's go to
doesn't
the
mean
church.
dead guy's not on the way.
Right, if dead guy's on the way,
Right.
convenience.
Remember that there are guards posted all over the place,
Yeah.
so you can easily ask for assistance.
Yes. Kind
Okay.
guard. We need to go here.
Well, what are you
Perhaps in
doing?
which direction? Unfortunately, there is a fallen comrade whose body we must return.
You want to go to the main temple for that.
Okay,
Well,
there
okay,
you go.
there we go.
Off we go.
Ta-da! Thank you.
By the way, asking guards in towns is a good way to get information about some town.
Hello, handy person who knows everything at the front door.
I should know that from WoW. I used to do it in World of Warcraft.
I've never played.
Well, when you think about it,
Pretty good.
guards who are guarding major cities like this, they are basically the first people that travelers run into. So
Right.
they usually get asked tons of questions.
Right.
So, either way, you guys make your way to the church. The cathedral is a imposing structure. It is
What are you talking about? It's beautiful.
well,
It can be
It's-
both.
it's imposing. It's imposing and beautiful. It is It is a gigantic building, and you can see smoke rising from the center
I
of
have
it.
a small head.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, shit, you must have a small head.
I
You can
also
see
do
smoke
want
rising from the center of the building.
Oh, okay.
So.
You are greeted at the door by two acolytes who go like, "Welcome, travelers."
Hi, we got a problem. Maybe you can help.
Well, of course, the Silver Flame is always willing to help.
Well, this
We have
we have a member of the Silver
All right.
Flame with us.
this child says his family name is Marshall. We saved him. We're trying to bring him to his family.
Saved him from what?
Well,
Dead.
that's something that we would like to discuss with. Insert, rank of higher official,
Insert higher
please.
rank here.
Yeah,
Well, let me.
it is a matter of utmost importance.
That we
I'm
must.
throwing down the paladin has to talk to somebody important card.
Yeah.
Well, let me.
Do you have like a paladin badge?
Yeah, they usually have like. They actually are just they emanate an aura of good, so like they are like, yeah, I'm a good guy. I do things for the church, and they
I
usually
couldn't
have
tell if
like
you were looking for
pendants
the
or
wine
something.
or the dip. So I'm like,
Well, let me go fetch one of the cardinals, and he will meet you in one of the anterooms. Hold on just a moment. He walks inside, and he comes back with two other acolytes, and he goes like, "Child, if you would go with Brother Marcus here, he will lead you to. He will find you where you need to go. And thank you very much."
You're welcome.
And the little kid runs up and he hugs your leg.
No.
And he gives a glaring eye at you and you. Well, not glaring, but he gives a wary eye and he's like,
Thanks, kind
Sorry for everything.
And
And I kind of just go,
at that he scampers off.
Wait, do we... Side note to the paladin quick, do we want to give the acolytes the dead guy, or do we wait for the cardinal?
Let's wait for the cardinal, because then we have, like, evidence, kind of. Like,
Oh, okay.
we're bringing this guy back.
Sure.
This is a guy that came... Because we should tell the whole story of... We were in this town, dude's, like, fucking dying, goes, like, oh, please save us! And we're like, oh, I guess we should.
Acolyte Nolan comes over,
Yeah, basically...
and he says, "Follow me,"
All right.
and leads you into a side chamber. You walk through the church, and you walk in, and there's a lot of vestibule areas. You can see a giant pair of silver doors that obviously leads to the main interior of the church, and the main common area. But you're being led off to the side to a smaller anteroom. You walk in. The anteroom is well furnished. There are couches and chairs in which you can sit, and you are asked to wait.
Okay.
Great.
So
I'm going to file my nails. 'Cause I
Perhaps you should talk as little as possible.
Oh. Fine.
I understand your personality, but some might not find it
It's
that
endearing.
That's
endearing or welcoming or good.
That's fine. I'll just turn on message, and then I'll communicate to you
Right,
what
right,
I want.
right. If you would like to say something, that's fine. But yes, perhaps myself or Lairs or Lame should do most of the talking.
Fine. That's okay. I'm
Does it look stupid?
extremely charismatic.
Right,
but
you're very
that's okay.
charismatic, but like not really.
I'm okay with that.
But not really.
If we need you, that's also right.
you do hear that.
I do hear that. Does it not like being in the church? No.
It's pure evil in the church.
Can I drown it in a fountain?
Yes.
I could, couldn't I?
You could probably.
Oh, I totally could. Oh, okay. All right.
Do you want to kill it? Because
No,
if you
that'd
want
be
to
better.
kill it, I could kill it for you. Really easy.
No, but then you'll know that I'm evil.
You also don't know that it's
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, if she really wanted to kill it, I could kill it really
if you
good.
find out right now that I brought an imp into your church,
Yeah, I would
you're
get
gonna
really
be
pissed.
pissed.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
get super pissed. But
Yeah.
outside of it, if you're like, oh, look, this imp, where did he come from?
No.
And somehow I believed you, I would
So
kill the shit out of it.
For the past 2 weeks,
I
I've
know.
been trying to think of a way to corner Paul, tricking Paul into killing my imp, and now I might have the answer. You just totally gave it away.
Very nice. Alright, continuing on. We are
And
waiting.
You forget how dastardly and terrible I am.
I
I have an
to kill
even
it.
better idea. You wanted to cooperate, right? Why don't you go grab some holy water and start flicking it in your bag? And be like, look, bitch, when I want something, you're gonna pay attention.
Ooh,
Otherwise,
Yes, nope, okay, no, I got it. Okay, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Carry on, sorry.
go get a vial of the fucking holy water to keep on hand for
Yes, that's... Yes.
So you wait for about 5-10 minutes, and a man in resplendent robes walks through the door and says, "I hear you have some issues that you wish to discuss with the church, and the fact that you came here is instead of going to your local branch is probably
We were traveling this way. And this would have been the closest
Well,
keep.
what is your issue, my child?"
First I'm going to detect evil to make sure that he's a good guy.
You detect evil. Roll a perception check.
Do I have to roll a save?
You.
Why don't you just hate?
You do not,
Okay.
because you are.
I'm just chaotic at this
Oh.
point.
Yeah, you are chaotic, and I will put you as chaotic neutral, but you are very...
You're borderline.
You're borderline. Like, again, you get that, you look over at Lynn, and she's got this, like, faint, like, grayish outline.
It keeps like fading.
It's not it's like a light turning on and off. It's like,
Maybe?
it's like it's not quite... It's like it's sparking,
It's
which
like
is
your
why...
ear is kind of like...
I have a meta question real quick. When she does a detect evil, can we tell? Like, does she outwardly do a hand
No.
motion?
No.
No. Okay.
It's like my spidey senses.
Okay. Just checking.
Right.
No, it's
But
very
in the
spicy.
Silver Flame, you're supposed to be very trustworthy, but then really you're not. Because, evil still does exist within the church. So you always got to be on that slight.
Okay.
You say you're good. Let
Okay.
me see. So,
He is a good guy. What did you roll for your perception check?
16.
16.
You're like doing something ominous.
Paul's bag of tricks.
Okay. The priest is not evil. No.
Okay.
And he sits down on one of the chairs and kind of relaxes and waits for.
Well, on our way to insert place that Elise can't remember where we were going, and I'll just make it up if it
the
was...
the Star Peaks.
Okay, Star Peaks.
You're on your way to the Star Peaks. Yes.
We stumbled... we were staying at an inn, and a man came in, battle wounded, and stating that there was, a problem somewhere in one of the fortresses nearby. We couldn't catch his name. Unfortunately, he had died there. I did bring his remains back. His paperwork said that he was from here. So I thought it was best to return his body to his home. Not his body, his remains to his home.
That was a good idea. You have, may I?
Yes.
He takes the remains and sets them down beside and says, "Bless you, child, for bringing me back."
Yeah, boons. Anyway, saying this significantly more eloquently.
Can you ask for anything for that?
That comes later. That comes in for more favors.
No, I have message turned on. This is a conversation.
So, you can't just turn on message.
I said it earlier. I said I'm going to turn on message when she told me not to talk.
Oh, okay. All right, I missed that part. All right. So you.
You do know message is still like whispering, right?
You
Right.
whisper.
That's why I said. Psst.
Okay.
I'm
you
still
whisper.
talking so the microphone.
Yeah, right. No, I know.
Okay.
Right, but somebody could still see your lips going like.
So I'm just kind of like.
Yeah. I just gave Paul the
You're
idea
like in the
of
corner
perception
talking to
checks.
yourself.
Anyway,
Roll a perception check.
That would be a 20.
All right. You whisper to Elise and the priest nods as he's listening to you.
saying this significantly more eloquently, so we go to the town, and there's some really terrible shit. And people are dying. Oh, not dead. People are dead, actually. It seems as though some sort of evil, force or entity had infiltrated the town through the water source. And it caused everyone to sort of turn against each other. And the only survivor was a young boy whom we brought back. This child is a pure, innocent soul, not tainted of anything.
You did do detect evil on the kid at some point.
Yes, I did, right away. When I was like,
I wasn't here when you found
that
the
was
kid.
the day
All of a
you
sudden,
were
I'm
on.
like, oh shit.
No. That was the day when the kid was the only survivor. I'm like, I've seen horror films. That kid's fucking
Okay.
evil as shit. I'm gonna make sure he's not.
Yeah.
So, and
I'm
he
like,
was a pure
we may
soul.
have just destroyed the world.
Yeah. He was
Yes.
a pure soul, completely
Okay.
innocent. So
Yes, I passed Brother Marcus on the way. That was the child.
that was
you
a
were talking
child.
about?
Yes.
He did look a little distraught.
Yes. It seems as though that he was the only survivor and had lived on his own, drinking water out of the water storage.
He's totally broken at this point.
Yeah, kid's pretty fucked up.
So So the water that was in storage was okay,
Correct.
and you said the water that
In their wells was
not.
tainted. Correct. So I don't know if they had saved water or why they had water in storage, but
Where was and this was at Morning Crest?
yes.
Hmm.
So
You hadn't mentioned a couple of things
I
that you
haven't-
just said.
right. Oh
Well,
yeah. Oh.
She also said a
The
little,
fortress
you also said a
nearby.
little more eloquently.
Yeah, more
so
eloquently, because
I'm
I can't
assuming-
speak that eloquently.
I'm assuming that
Yes.
there are some
I'm at least saying where
details
there's,
that
yeah.
she's-
I'm summing
Okay.
it up. I'm not.
I'm just checking that
No,
this
it's
is
cool.
you're kind of like
No,
covert,
but
like the
I haven't-
priest is in on it.
No, but I haven't decided whether or not I want to say anything about the necromancy symbol yet.
Yeah, which he does not know about.
Yes.
But I'm
Because that's something
assuming
important.
I'm
right.
assuming that names of places
Exactly.
that
Because
you would
Elise just
be,
doesn't
Yeah.
remember it. Yeah.
yeah, because as a player, like maybe since we do meet every other week, it's like some of that stuff. I mean,
Yeah, it filters
you guys
out
were at Morning Crest. Like think I said the name of the fort like
once.
a
Yeah.
month ago.
Right,
So-
I'm just checking to make
Mhm.
sure.
No, that's cool. And if it was something like that, I would be like, no, Paul, I didn't tell him that. Then there you go.
Yeah.
But names of places and like names
Okay.
of people
Generic,
or
yeah.
things that you can go like hand wavy. I know this.
Well, and in honor on our journey, continuing on, the child had said that he had relatives that lived in this town. So of course we thought it best to return him to what seemed as though the only family that he might apparently have left.
That is a good idea.
Now, and on the way, we passed through another neighboring town, and it seemed as though the same, I don't know, evil entity had affected that area as well.
So this is spreading.
Correct.
It has.
However, we
spread.
do not know the main source, but it is spreading through the water.
That is very troubling indeed. I will relay this, and we will get a expeditionary force out as soon as possible. Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
bringing this to our attention.
And then I'm gonna maybe do a little sense motive too to make sure that like he isn't like good, basically. That would be a 16 again.
All right, he is genuinely concerned.
Okay.
You can tell that he's keeping his calm demeanor in front
Yeah.
of you.
Okay.
Like he's doing that like
Stoic. Yes. I will
yeah,
do something.
like he's but you can tell that he's
Okay.
this is news to him.
Well, that's okay. Would I, being a paladin, etc.,
I don't know.
no, well, I mean, this necromancy stuff is some really hardcore thing. Would he be the person to ask, or should it be like somebody even higher up? Like, what is this?
You're speaking to a cardinal right
Yeah.
now. The cardinals are like they're about as high up in the church as you're going to get.
Okay.
Like they're
Would you guys have liked me to mention something? So as I'm saying this, you all are hearing this.
Right.
Would you like to interrupt and bring up the necromancy symbol?
I would not, because I don't know enough about your church to know if I should.
Well, it's usually pretty good. When it comes to this church, it is for the greater good. They will do anything for the greater good.
Right.
however.
I don't know if this is an appropriate thing
Perfect.
to bring up with him. So I would not interject.
Okay.
Honestly,
Sorry, go ahead.
honestly, in the interest of finding things out quickly, I think I would just blurt it out and just be like, well, yeah, what the hell is this? Because otherwise we're going to be stuck on a chase going through libraries and like trying to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually agree with
So
her.
that's a little meta,
Yeah,
but
right.
it's also like
Right, well, I need to know.
like,
I would have
yeah.
assumed that we probably would have discussed whether or not
Yeah.
that we should even bring that piece up, because it is really messed up.
yeah, let's just assume that we discussed this before we went
Yeah.
in there, and then like I think
So
I
that's
would
your
say
vote.
like
Okay.
like my character would be frustrated at like what was it like 2 months ago we spent like all this time going to your aunt in the library and blah blah blah, and my character would be like, I'm so over that. Let's just figure this
What do you
shit
think?
out.
I agree with her with the caveat
Okay.
that I want to stay on the track. Like if the priest starts to say like, "Oh, we'll just send an expeditionary force
Okay.
for that," also.
Yeah, why can't we be
Okay.
part of that? then?
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. Like,
So then I will, before he gets up or anything like that, interject that at one of the wells we saw and ask you for the drawing, and this was engraved
made
around
this.
the well, and we think that it
put it in my
might have some sort of tie in with whatever's going on here. It seems, some dark necromancy things.
That is very disturbing indeed. I will relay this to some of the officers, and we will get people to go out and check this out. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait a minute, hold on.
No, I'm keeping this thing though. Like, I mean, he just knows that there's something bad, right? He's not taking the drawing from me.
No, he does take the drawing from you.
Well, then that's on you.
Excuse me, this is, I would like a copy of the drawing, please, because I would like to continue looking into this on my own. However, if you would like to sketch a copy real quick, we can wait for you.
I will have one of the scribes take a copy down. If you would like to stay in town for an extra day, you can return here tomorrow and fetch it. But I will have to have someone copy it down.
Can we mark the original? I want the original back. My character is saying this out loud.
Oh, absolutely.
Burn the corner, Phaedra.
He goes,
Well, and you actually, there is a 0 level spell marked. Do you get more 0 level spells? Like, you could actually.
No, I'm
Actually, hold on. He goes, wait here a moment. He walks off, and he comes back 10 minutes later, and he hands you a scroll. He says, here, cast this.
Ooh, there you go.
This is where you would use a 0 level spell, Read Magic.
Yep.
I don't have that.
Hmm?
Read magic?
Oh, you
Actually,
have
I
read
think
magic.
You
You get read magic, I think.
You get it, yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna write that down. Paul says I get read.
Yeah. Now
I
you
think-
get read magic. I thought it was a given, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a given.
Okay.
Right. I am a magician,
There you
but
go.
I
You're-
don't know what magic is. Like,
It's one of those things that this is why you were learning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
that would be great.
If it's not in the book,
like.
like in front of my face, and it says you get this spell, I have no idea.
It would be really interesting to play a character who could not read
read
or
magic.
detect
Yeah, I
magic but
suppose.
cast.
Well, yeah, and I mean-
total wildcaster.
Yeah.
My spellcraft, like even if I did a roll on it, my spellcraft is really high.
Yeah,
So.
but
Yeah.
but
You
then
wouldn't be able to
you'd have
identify it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd be able to identify it, but so
Okay, so I cast
Uh,
read magic.
you cast Read Magic, and this is a scroll of arcane mark.
That's
Okay.
what you want.
Yep.
That's
Right.
like, I'm a wizard. This is my mark. Big happy face. And then it's only for you.
Okay.
That could be exactly what it says. Big happy face.
Okay.
You do
You
that to
cast it
mark
on
the
the
original.
thing.
You
so
roll-
that we
you
know.
So I mark the original.
Yep. Actually,
Okay.
you don't have to roll anything because it's on your spell list. So therefore, you
Okay.
get to just cast it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Great.
he says,
That's why you should start scribing scrolls. Because then you just get spells.
he says there. Now you this mark. Now your mark is on the original, and when you come back, you'll be able to see it and know that we will give you your copy back.
I just want to check and make sure, because I think it was probably an important point. While you were more eloquently, did you relay the thing about the water direction?
No,
No.
She did
you're
not.
not.
Okay, so my character's gonna jump in here and be like, I think Gwen just forgot one piece, and I think it might be important, but when we were coming up, we were actually like following the river to see if we could possibly find the source, and then we noticed at one point the water started going in the other direction. And this, I believe, although I'm not sure because I'm not local to here, might mean that this water is going to be coming into your
Was it
town.
pointing
It's
towards
coming
Thornton
into
Town,
this
or
direction.
Was it?
Hmm?
Was
Yeah.
it coming towards this direction?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh shit, if I knew that, Elise didn't know which direction things were in.
Yeah,
I would have
because
totally been
we
like,
were-
and the evil water is on its way.
You guys.
I'm sorry.
Because we were
traveling-
traveling this way and we were going
Yeah.
upstream, and then we hit a point where now
You guys were
we're going down.
here,
My bad.
and you guys were going this way,
Right.
and like right around here is where.
But we
okay.
didn't necessarily know that the river didn't split
Right.
or anything, which
No,
is why
I know.
my
My
character's
bad.
saying we're
Yeah.
not sure about the geography, but we think that this water
this
is
seems
coming in this
weird.
direction.
So
Right.
basically, wait. So
I would not have probably forgotten that. Elise
No.
just had no fucking clue.
No, it's this is
Yeah.
and these are things
That's
that can't.
great,
That,
yeah.
You know,
Well,
so
it makes sense
basically,
to
the
me, but
church
we might
needs
have.
to
Yeah.
like start storing
Bravo.
water now before this evil water comes, right? Like,
would be a good plan.
that. If we haven't seen any beginnings of this, but we will definitely.
yeah. I mean,
Look
I would.
into it.
I would
It's
start
not going to
hoarding-
hurt to store water.
Yeah.
It doesn't go bad.
And
Well, it doesn't go
Well
bad
done.
without magic.
we will put out decree for the next mass for people to start doing.
When
this.
is your next math?
Like every hour.
All right.
It's like there's a prayer. It's on
There's
Saturday.
breakfast mass, then there's lunch mass, then there's second lunch mass.
When do you have time to like do normal
Work?
things?
Between masses. Right. There's the quick onesie prayer.
No.
Quick 11sies prayer.
11sies. That was
Yeah.
good.
Onesies too. It's when you actually don on your onesie, your holy onesie.
But
It's got a
so
little flame on it. Yeah.
he says, thank you all for the information. Again, come back tomorrow. We will have your map for you. And we will probably be marshaling the expedition this evening and sending it out tomorrow. You do not need to be a part of this.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing the attention to us. We will send out a formidable force, we assume. If they do not return, we will send out an even more formidable force. But thank you.
Just throwing this out there, but I have no intention of not investigating this. Anyways, would you be interested in some sort of cooperation? Like if we find out something, sharing the information. If you would also share information you find with us.
If you would like to talk to the scribe tomorrow,
Okay.
or if you would like to stay here at the church and
Oh no, I
Help
don't
to
want to stay
research
here at
this.
the church whispering directly to you.
It would be free room and board. That's what they're
I-
saying.
I'm gonna burn in
I would
here.
like to thank you for your hospitality, Cardinal. I think that we should, as a group, discuss this over lunch. It's not really fair for one person to make a decision for the group.
oh, absolutely.
Right, but the relaying of it would technically be free. Was you're really nice and free because we just saved their whole town. Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Lunch.
Well, yeah, let's get lunch and a beer. We can always come back.
Yeah.
Church isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
before
then-
we leave,
Okay.
Poor guy keeps trying to say
your
bye.
cardinal guy is gone. As we're leaving, I assume we're getting escorted out by acolytes.
Yes.
Can I speak to you?
Yes.
I've been feeling a little bit of a need to express myself more spiritually lately.
Do I hear this? Please tell me.
I think we have to roll some sort of a.
Yeah, I want to roll
Are-
to like
are
laugh
you-
at this.
Are you? No, hold on. You don't need to roll to laugh. Like this.
No, like to
I want
try.
my character
try
to
not
laugh.
to laugh.
out.
Yeah,
You
for
do
my
this and
character
get shot at
to
everybody
not
else?
laugh.
Okay,
I mean, like it's kind of off to the side, but it's not like it's a little bit off to the side.
I feel
but
like
it's
I
not
would
like
drop it.
yeah.
Like I feel like if I was carrying
hold on,
this,
hold
like
on. Character time.
I'm rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah.
By the way, like literally on the floor laughing my ass off.
I am
yeah,
trying to maintain my
and
composure.
yeah,
And,
no,
I'm not
I would
sorry.
have just fucking
Yes.
lost it.
yes. Well, the church is always ready to welcome new,
Yeah,
new
please,
followers. to the
please
faith.
do tell.
I apologize for my companions. They are obviously drunk on traveling or something.
Ah, we know
that.
you
I
better.
have been trying my hardest to
Here,
help
I'll
her
try to
see
get
the
drunk.
way.
How's that?
Alright. Cheers.
I just feel that, in light of some of the current events that have happened and some that you will be finding out about that are possibly coming to your town, I need to protect myself with some sort of holy, maybe, I don't know, holy water, holy...
Well, the flame resides within all of us.
Of course it
You
does.
only need to kindle it with faith.
But should I need more? I have a lot of inner demons, Sir Acolyte.
That's
Well, the light of
inner is
the,
debatable.
the light of the silver flame is what banishes these things. So
Are you
How do
eager?
I,
might
how do
just
I
move it
bring
over
some of
her.
the
Oh,
silver
please
flame
don't,
with
please
me?
don't.
by
You-
hearing
I
the
need
voice
to
of
be
the
done
flame
with
in your
this.
heart
My
and,
lactate is
and
up,
knowing
so
that
I'm
it is
done
there
with
and
Don't bring it up
rejuvenating
again.
it through prayer and through
You wanted it.
And
Just wanted it
through-
by you. Go for it. I can't have it by me anymore.
shows of faith.
Well, what I meant by that was perhaps I could take like an amulet or some holy water or some small piece of the church that I could keep with me at all times to remind me of my growing, budding faith as I continue to
How is she not burst into
encourage
flames?
its blossoming within me.
What kind of roles
Let's
sex
make
motive?
it
I mean, come on.
simple. Acolyte.
Go right ahead.
I mean, I'm
roll-
just gonna butt
roll-
in at this point and be like,
Roll,
look,
roll your bluff. Because you
Oh, I
are
have a really high bluff.
you are bluffing the
This
shit
is
out of
awesome.
this.
And I just put more points into it, so you're gonna go
21.
down. That's a 6 and 11. That's 17.
Looks like I win.
She wins.
Hold on. She has a 21. You have how much?
17.
17. So that's 4 points away.
Mm-hmm.
That's action pointable. If
Done.
you really want to do this, so roll a d6.
Oh, you're
Add
so
six-
fucking
add
lucky.
6 to your score.
Um,
So you get a
I-
23.
I'm 2 above her.
You're
basically,
so lucky.
23, Yeah.
She apparently is actually like wants to show true belief in your faith.
I still don't believe it though.
She
You might be
you-
looking at me
you have a-
dumbfounded, like,
you have doubts in your mind, but you're like, you know what? Maybe I'm not to her. You're like there's a small part of your brain that's like, you know what? Maybe.
Are you saying that with my negative intelligence, that is really the part that I'm like, I think she could be real?
You're considering it. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to necessarily believe that
Right.
she's telling the truth, but you're like,
All right.
you're like,
I'm gonna
you know
set this
what?
one back. I'm gonna really embrace this conversation and really
You're-
start listening intently now.
You're very like, huh?
yeah.
Like you're like that. You're like, I don't believe this. But there's part of me that's like,
Right, I would like to
But
believe this.
she's really convincing.
Right,
she's,
so I
she's
know.
being incredibly convinced. Like she actually wants to embrace
Yeah.
the burgeoning
Okay,
faith
that's
that
great.
you have shown.
But now,
11 in
now
bluff.
I'm really going to be paying intently, into her conversation with his acolyte.
He goes,
Sure.
well,
Because I'm just like, what the fuck is
hold on,
this?
from the floor, I just want to like call out real quick to the acolyte. Hey, acolyte, she really wants some fucking holy water. Do you guys have holy water? Because I would like to go to lunch.
we actually don't have any holy water. I do have this though, and he
Magic
and,
sparkles or
and
something?
he pulls a necklace out and hands it to you and says, "Here, with the blessings of the church." And it is a
My thanks.
simple silver.
necklace.
Wrap that shit around the neck of the earth.
Yeah, actually, I'm not evil, so I can wear it. I'm just gonna
Correct.
wear it.
It looks like this.
Oh,
It looks like a silver arrowhead,
that's cool.
and it has a simple leather strap.
That
to
looks
I
pretty.
kind of feel
I
bad
like
for
it.
the acolyte. Right?
I do too.
Trying to be
Maybe, and I whisper. Are you saying this? Do you actually say that out
No,
loud?
that was meta.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, maybe you should learn how to con better. I don't know.
You probably don't want to say that openly.
But
No.
he goes, with the blessings of the church, and may your burgeoning faith light your way through spiritual enlightenment and beyond.
Oh, thank you, good sir. I appreciate your sacrifice.
Before we leave, can I actually? I feel the need to stock up on my holy fighting things, like some silver and whatnot.
Anything that is hold on, let me.
Sure. I feel like I need to some undead slaying things just in case.
I got a meta question that you'll probably know. Does
You
your
have looked
message,
for it,
is
basically?
it between only one other person?
I don't.
No.
Is that what you're
I
handing
thought it was
me?
a group.
It's a group?
Yeah.
I think
Thank
so.
you.
Yeah, I
Alright,
can-
I'm gonna whisper via meta
There's a
or
section
via,
of
Yeah,
outside
via
Outside
message
or
while
out-
she's
front
distracted by the
section.
acolyte. We're gonna say, dude, whatever it is you actually want that thing for, tell me later.
Oh,
special materials.
okay.
Maybe.
Or not special materials. You want the blue section. You want there's all sorts of gear
Okay.
in here. So anything that's
I just get to take.
yeah.
Sweet.
You can look through there, and basically, Flamekeep is a large enough city. This book will be able to be passed around. Anything that you need or wish to buy
good.
with any of the funds
Right.
that
How
you
much can I take for free?
have accumulated. The church will.
That's what I want to know.
All right. If the church will give you 4 flasks of holy water.
One for each of us. So wait, was that really?
The church
really?
will give me stuff. Y'all don't know this.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it. I'm stocking up.
She walks away and talks to one of the.
Damn it.
Dude, okay, so that acolyte lied to me because I said, is holy water a thing that you guys have? And he said no.
Yeah, but I'm a paladin.
No, but he said in that he was meaning in that instance. Like he was like he does not have any, but he does have.
All right, 4
Like,
flasks of holy water.
He personally, on himself right
Yeah.
now, has no holy water.
You can totally straight up lie in this church, by the way. Like, lying's cool.
And he's
I'll
actually
keep that in mind.
Yeah,
he's
lying's
actually
cool.
not, he actually wasn't lying. Like
Yeah.
he was like, well, you don't need holy water. You only need
Fake.
because
You need the church.
yeah. So he basically gave her the equivalent of like a nail cross pendant.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what he did.
All right, so 4 flasks of holy water.
4 flasks of holy water. It'll give you. The church will also give you 4 vials of. What the hell is that stuff called? Silver.
The silver powder, right? Or,
No, it's silver sheen.
Okay.
It's which is a weapon blanch.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So a weapon blanch is something that basically, if you apply it to your weapon, it gives it that coating for a couple rounds. So if you need a silver dagger to hit something and you only have a regular dagger, you use the weapon blanch on it. And
We getting any free shit?
If I convert, can I get free shit?
You have to be like a fighter for the church.
she is technically a warrior of the church.
Yes.
So she.
But she can ask for things. Be like, hi.
I wouldn't ask
This is
for
what
things.
this is-
I'm asking for whatever they will willingly give me for free.
And that's it.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Then we can worry about buying other stuff later.
All right, well, just leave
Yeah,
that
that
on the
cardinal
table, so.
nodded his head when I said, "Can you get shit?"
Yeah, you don't know what I got. I ain't telling you.
You should totally distribute those things.
At least you also know that these things are relatively common. Like this is stuff
right.
that in the church, like as a warrior of the faith, like this is stuff that it's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Right. It's like you're stocking up on like your Girl Scout cookies.
They give
and
it
your
out
Girl
like
Scout-
Planned Parenthood gives out condoms.
They're selling those online now.
Girl Scout cookies. All right.
Yeah.
Back-
that is the
game
best
on!
thing ever.
Game on.
So
So are we shopping then?
you guys
We-
lunch or because you guys were going to lunch.
Okay.
And also we can take time to, and I'll say that during the break we can.
Quickly buy stuff.
You guys can look through the book and
Okay.
buy stuff. Because that doesn't need to be done now.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I just suggest lunch so that the party
But
discuss
but the
what we're
lunch thing where you guys can discuss what you're doing. One of the things that I do like about this kind of stuff is that I like giving you guys time to discuss things amongst yourselves. So your time in doing that is, your time in doing that.
All right.
And if when you guys are ready to move on, just let me know.
Does that mean Paul's gonna go get another beer?
It does mean
Okay, so we're at some place. I'm ordering beer and haggis.
You don't need to worry about what you're
No.
ordering. You just
No.
go like hand wavy food.
Food.
I wanted beer and haggis today.
Alright,
So,
that's gross.
anyways,
I don't know what haggis is. Okay.
I'll tell you later when
Two
the camera's
meat.
not rolling. We don't want
Yeah.
to like make the audience.
It's gross.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? I know she doesn't. I know you don't want to stay in the church,
No.
That place is creepy.
which is fine with
Right.
me. We
I
can
mean,
get a
it's
hotel
not
I mean,
that much to get
my
in
budding
room
faith
at the
is-
end.
Right.
Consuming my inner being, but I would like to stay there, but
Oh,
I don't know
come
that I am
on.
ready.
You don't need to keep playing. We're not in the church. It's totally cool if you don't want to be overwhelmed. We can get an inn.
I will point out that it would be free. And if something does happen, we are in like the safest place in the fucking town.
True.
Is there an
That
inn?
is
Like,
true.
perhaps.
We are in the
Like,
safest
I
place.
don't care so much about it being free. It's not that much to get a room for the night.
Super safe.
Right.
But as we've established that it looks like the evil water is headed this way,
Yeah.
being in the church does sound a little bit more
They
appealing.
might stockpile like water like crazy.
That-
Yeah.
is the place to be.
Hmm.
And I feel like because we've given them the time to actually, make some preparations, we will probably be taken care of.
We will be very taken care of.
Do you think we'll have some like private rooms or be in
Yeah.
like a big
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. If it would make you feel better, we could have an orgy in the church.
On the altar?
Oh my
Probably just in our room. I was thinking in our rooms we didn't get kicked out, but then we get free room and you can feel better about like defiling the living quarters of the church. I'll help.
Perhaps. Perhaps. And Gwen is just like, no.
I am being a peacekeeper and compromising.
I
here.
understand.
This is totally a selfless suggestion.
Yeah,
I
totally.
Are there cold ones of those downstairs?
Tons of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't care.
Okay,
There's also a commando downstairs.
go get that.
Okay, I'll have that later.
Okay, so
Yes, so the church
But
will provide.
in the meantime, okay, because we don't need to be like sleeping all day and we're just at lunch here. Should we go find somebody we can talk to about the necromancy symbol?
Well, the problem is we don't have the drawing anymore.
Yeah.
We won't have that back until tomorrow.
Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow. In that case, what do you guys want to do?
Though perhaps.
Or should we just forget today and go tomorrow?
We could do that.
I
We
could
could
go-
just kind of hand wavy.
Yeah.
Right. I
Yeah.
could totally use to get my hair redyed. If we're gonna have a
Just
free day
check
here.
out the town, see what there is, get a good night's sleep, get some good food.
All right, so you guys are gonna basically reconnoiter and then
Yeah.
take next day.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so you guys look around the town. You find most of the sites. You take enough time to walk around to find what you're looking for.
My hair is now
What-
like a blazing royal blue when I come back at dinner time.
You do find an amazing gnome hairdresser.
Who might do that? Like for real, in real life.
You do find an amazing gnome hairdresser in town, and he basically like does up your hair amazingly.
Girl, you get your hair did.
Yeah.
Okay, you better drink
Lynn,
the rest of this.
Anything
before-
you are looking for?
Would the hairdresser be willing to come back to the church with me?
The hairdresser is not willing to go back to the church with you. However, this is a hairdresser. So if you would like to
Hairdressers
roll a
love to chat.
gather
Yeah.
Yes,
info
I would.
check.
I would. What would I be rolling here?
Well, it's a
Wait, is gather info an actual roll? No, I didn't
not
think
anymore.
so.
It's diploma. No, it's crap. What is it again?
Diplomacy seems like it could be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't have a character sheet.
Diplomacy seems.
Yeah, diplomacy
Yeah, it's
seems
a diplomacy
like,
check.
I was gonna say like knowledge gnomes. Oh, nat 20. Hold on. What's my diplomacy? 26.
What would you like to know?
I would like to know who might be willing to come back to. Wait, are you human? No, you're elf.
Elf.
So I have this elf friend, and I are kind of looking to bring someone back to our place for a good time tonight. Do you have any
Really? That's all you wanna
suggestions
know?
of where I
That's
could
all you
go?
want to know, really? You're in a town.
Question.
He's snipping away.
He's a
like,
fucking
well,
hairdresser. What am I gonna ask him?
And he goes, well, you could go over here and you could get all this stuff. And he like names off a whole bunch of places where you can find some handsome looking young men to bedazzle you.
To be clear, she doesn't want to pay for them.
Yeah, I'm not looking for her.
Oh, well then you want to go here and here.
Okay, thank you. I'm looking.
Yeah,
for
I'm
he-
like reading a magazine. I went
And
with
he, like-
her.
And he like leans around and like winks at you and he's like, and you definitely want to go here.
Okay, so I'm gonna look over at her over the magazine and be like, "Yo, how about that one first? Okay.
And he's snipping away and he's gossiping away. Like for some reason, like he loves your hair and he's just taking his time and he is just
Yeah.
going away at it.
And so I'm messaging her.
So do you have any other
and
questions?
I'm telling her, you might want to ask about this necromancy thing and see if he's seen any like shady shit around this town.
Okay. So this might sound weird, but my friends and I have just been traveling up from the south.
Oh, how is it down there? Is it fantastic?
Warm.
I've heard it's
It,
fantastic.
it probably would be, but we've been running into some really strange stuff.
Oh dear.
Like, so we passed this one town, everyone was dead. We passed another one that was
Oh.
empty, and
Well, that's
I
not
was
good.
we're kind of wondering, like, has there been anything weird going
Understatement
on
of the
here?
year
Maybe any
award.
weird symbols around the water well?
No, nothing in town. I mean, this is the most droll place there possibly could be. I mean, the fact that I found the places that I'm telling you about is absolutely beyond me.
You could. Never mind. I'm not there. I can't say.
Yeah, at
How
least
do you know you're
the,
not
the
I would not have been there. I would not have been there.
the information that this gnome is giving out is stuff that you would be like, that's going on here. Like
Yeah.
you'd be a little.
I would not be there.
little churchy about this,
Okay.
but
So
Well,
really,
like
nothing
weapons and
weird
shit.
going
Yeah.
on? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
happy
no,
to have
nice
a break
shit.
if there's nothing going on here, but I just,
no, nothing.
whatever's going on seems to be traveling north.
We're
Well, I'll keep that in mind. That's a fantastic bit of news. Thank you.
So if we
Anytime,
were,
you're doing an excellent job.
if we were
Yeah, I'll
looking,
give you some free orange highlights with that red hair. Is that like, would you like that?
Orange? With
Well,
the
maybe
blue hair?
yellow. You asked for the blue. How about
get up and
how about-
leave.
how about a little bit of silver?
Silver
Some
would be
silver.
nice.
Yeah,
streaks.
yeah. I think some silver streaks in the blue sounds excellent. Honey, I wish I would have known you my whole life.
Oh, girl.
Fantastic.
I gotta write
So-
this in, silver streaks.
Also, you make the worst hairdresser ever.
I do. It's because I go to barbers. Mainly grunting and talking about the news.
Well, honey, let me tell you. Keep your eyes open, because I don't know what it is my friends and I were seeing down south, but I definitely got the impression that it might be moving north.
I will do that.
Take care.
You come back anytime, honey.
Oh, I will. This is excellent. I love it.
And I whisper, you should really tip him well.
And I will tip whatever is considered well in this town.
He is a little expensive. He is 1 gold.
Okay. So, like, if I then tip him 50 silver over that?
Yeah, like
Okay.
five silver.
5
is-
silver. Oh, that's right. It goes 10 and 10.
Yep.
So 5 silver.
So he goes, oh, thank you.
50% tip is pretty good.
Pretty awesome. That's usually what I give my hairdresser on the holidays anyway. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
If you're going for something complicated like that,
Oh, yeah.
everything too.
Yeah.
It's not like I got my bangs trimmed. Okay, so do you want to head over to?
So that's you guys.
I think so. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
head
think
over
so.
to that place. You can move on.
All right.
While we do
What are
that.
you guys doing?
Well, we're just gonna browse around and.
Find some
I'm gonna
shit.
browse around, find
Yeah.
some shops. Anything in particular you're
And
looking
then
for?
head up.
Any
I'm
kind
gonna
of
assume that
information
specialty
or?
place is probably a bar. So
Actually,
nice
yes.
red outfits,
I
right?
think that we should just go looking for the wells.
Oh, I like this idea.
So, leave it unsuspecting and, yeah.
You got a horse, right?
Yes.
So we can ride through town. Make it
Yes.
nice and easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go do a little bit of a tour.
We're gonna look for the wells. Look
All right.
at the wells while no one really knows what's going on yet.
You guys wander around. You find a couple of open city wells. There aren't many here because a lot of the water is like aqueducted and sewered.
Yeah. But like, yeah, basically
But-
any of the main water sources kind of is where we're
Yeah.
gonna
But yeah, you look at
investigate.
the main water sources and you don't see any of the residual evil that
Okay.
you saw at the towns on your way. So it's a pretty good estimation that that
has
whatever
not
is
reached.
going on has not reached here.
Okay.
And we don't see any beginnings symbols being drawn or any sort of.
Right.
The only thing that you see is beautifully decorated crenellations on all of the wells that show
Okay.
the symbol of the silver flame.
Yeah.
Now, in this town, are there other churches? Or is it just the Silver Flame?
There is a temple to the sovereign host.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of it's opposite of where everywhere else that
Yeah.
you've been in Corvair so far, where the Silver Flame Church was kind of the smaller church and the Sovereign Host Church was
Right.
the bigger cathedral, whereas like the Sovereign Host is basically like a regular neighborhood church compared
Okay.
to the castle that is.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking if there are any, people that might be, and the protesters or just any angered townsfolk. Might be an interesting thing to find out.
Yeah.
But if there aren't really, right, that's the thing. We need to really find out if there are more than just the obvious churches. Which I cannot do very well. Perhaps that's something that our other companions would be
That
best
sounds
at.
like something they would be better at.
Yeah. Alright. Should we continue on and go back to them and
See what?
give them the suggestion?
Yeah.
All right.
What now?
They find us in a
I'm going to
at the
assume
bar?
that at lunch earlier you
the
all
bar.
decided on an inn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, we were gonna stay at the
No,
church.
she said the church.
Oh, you're saying it's
Yeah.
church?
They stay there
Because
for
of
free.
the potential protection if things go badly, it seems like a wise place to be.
Okay.
So
Or not.
Can you come back to
Or
us for
in
a
the
second?
center of evil.
You guys head out to find them. Are you going to go back to the church, or are you going to?
No, I want to go to them because I want them to do something.
We're at a tavern.
Okay.
We're at the tavern, wink
If
wink.
there's
Roll a charisma check.
Yeah.
18.
Oh, you did better. I have 15.
Okay, you guys both did well enough. You're wandering around and because you don't know the city very well. Like this is the first time you've ever been in the
Right.
capital of, because you come from Thrain, correct?
No, I'm from Adair.
You're from Adair. Since this is the first time you've ever been in the capital of the Silver Flame,
Yeah.
like you get a little lost and you kind of come into a district that you're like, this is odd. And you hear these two like carousing inside of a tavern, and you're like, that is also odd.
Really? That's odd.
Really?
Well,
Conveniently.
Yeah.
the carousing part is odd. Like normally, like all of the bars that you've passed along your way here, there have been people like cheering, like like having not really rowdy,
Right.
like just conversations and drinking, and you get to this place and you hear and you're like, oh, I know that.
Nice.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
I'm
hi.
not surprised to see
Nice hair.
You walk
Yeah.
in.
Thanks. You like it?
It's very blue.
Yeah.
You walk in.
Not
and you-
subtle.
and, and you see them sitting with four young gentlemen.
Four of
Oh,
them.
Wow.
They've got one on each arm, and they're like, "Hey!"
Looks like
I'm
you guys have
assuming
been
you guys
busy.
have
how
had
I
a
roll.
few. Not a few enough, but a few enough.
A few to be about where I am right now. That's fine. Yes.
So, did you have a good day?
Yeah.
We had a good day. How'd you do?
Not bad.
Yeah, we did fine.
What did you guys do?
Well, we explored the town, and we're wondering if you could do some more exploring.
Oh, I'm in no
She
mood
doesn't-
to go exploring.
Well,
at the
it's
moment.
something that you would enjoy.
Me? Does it involve lighting things on fire?
No,
No.
probably not, but
Maybe.
it does involve a little bit of sneaking around, shady.
That's
kinda-
her department. I like to light
Well,
things on
it's
fire.
still yours because I need you to see
It's yours because I need it to be.
if there's other churches around.
But I have already devoted myself
Right.
to the Church of the Silver
Yeah.
Flame.
Devoted.
I am
So
Look at my amulet, which I'm
I'm
still
surprised it
wearing.
hasn't burned your flesh.
My dear.
I think
Do
I
you
see
doubt
a hint of
my
red
devotion?
underneath there.
But
Let's just
wait a minute.
say,
Church of Silver Flame. Isn't that just cleansing her?
Yeah.
fire also burns, right? like it kills people.
And I go, yeah, for sure.
Right. But I mean, this is holy fire, so it really burns.
I don't think you understand the reality of all of
I
that.
also don't think you understand the reality of all of that, and so
I'm sorry, were you asking me to do something for you?
Right.
What time of day is it right now?
It's heading into twilight, so
Okay.
it's roughly
Getting dark.
3:30 because
So
Yeah, right up here in the frozen north.
is this something we could do in the morning?
No, usually, things of this nature just tend to happen at night.
Oh, I see what kind of things you're looking for.
I'm looking for things that I would be very out of place at.
Why don't you just tell me what you want?
Because there's fucking people over there! Like, you were surrounded by a group of boys! I can't be like, hey guys, I really need you to go to, like, the big evil den and be like, yo, evil, what's up? Because,
That makes my
Oh
day.
my god.
You did just say that out loud in front of everyone, right? Because then I would just be like, shoo.
Probably not the go into the evil den and be like, yo, evil, what's up? But yes, if
Right.
you had mentioned, like, wow, I would have just been like, ah!
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to lightly nibble on the ear of the guy to my right and whisper, honey, do not leave the bar. I will come back for you.
And I'm just gonna be like, shoo. Done.
I'm a little nicer than she is.
Anyway,
Okay.
I
so
think
there-
it would be best if you two, perhaps, or just you, mostly you, I feel like you would be
need
able
so
to
much.
find the shadier side of the town.
I love how all of a sudden she needs my help, and it's in such a terrible regard. Do you see what she's asking me to do?
I'm
I
asking
hold
you
on.
to infiltrate an evil
Phaedra.
church because it probably exists and I can't do it myself.
Don't you think you should probably be just currying the favor? You get something back later. There might be something she has you want.
I would do it if I could. I am not that convincing, however.
Of course you're not.
I have not had enough study to do that.
So I'm all like, what makes you think I can't be convincing?
I'm saying up
That's
to
what I
you
said
two.
the
We
two of
can't
you.
really do that.
yeah.
This actually might be fun.
Okay.
Okay.
You're not gonna get
What do you-
hurt. I mean, this is outside game. You're not gonna get hurt. She's fucking evil. They're gonna be like, hey, what's up? You wanna
Or
come,
people.
like, hang out?
She's
you're
not
not
evil. If she's
Right,
evil,
she's questionable.
I
She's like
know-
right on the edge. So like, hey, you wanna have a good time?
I might
would
not
like to
know
say
every
that
time you
she's-
ping her, but I know that if you pinged her evil, you wouldn't be here.
No, but I'm saying every
I want
time.
her horse.
What?
I want her horse.
Don't you have a warhound?
You have
I don't
a horse.
care. I want her horse.
Oh.
That's not like that's fucked up, Lynn. Like that's like not
Can't
even
do that.
like
Alright.
that's like
Well, no,
weird party. Like that's not even like you're not a party member, and that's like kind of messed up.
Like, no, I
Hold
can't
on,
do that.
Well, you
Yeah.
can, but
You
that's
can't.
like
You shouldn't.
I
that's
shouldn't-
weird.
Okay,
We're
never
supposed
mind.
to be friends, you know. Like
I
we're
suppose.
supposed to be an adventuring
supposed
group
to at least
that
be
relies on each other
allies.
and allies. So
You should at least tolerate each other to the point of sort of killing each other. I mean, really, I'm about to kill somebody next month, but you know
Sweet.
That's
not one of you guys.
It'll
but-
probably be me. I'm squishy.
um,
Okay, never mind. Go on.
Monday group stuff. All
Alright, so
But,
I was getting a little too carried away.
yeah,
Alright.
right. That you can, but that would cause some really angry role playing.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so alright, so we're gonna go do this just because I find it fun. For
Right.
the fuck of
Right.
it.
You see how very uncomfortable it is for her to be like, so I need you to infiltrate the most likely evil organization that
No,
exists,
yeah,
and I
you'll
think that
only
you'd be really
later.
good at it.
When you need a favor, she'll help
Sure.
you.
Okay. So no, I like this uncomfortableness. So let's go with this. Let's go.
You should probably. I would think that you would like the fact that she's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want you to do some evil things.
Great.
A minute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
I would think that you would like that. I'm like, so I need some evil done.
Do I get to take you along
No.
and maybe teach you my ways?
The idea was that we wanted it to be,
More clandestine.
Yeah.
yeah, and
I've never heard someone say it that way.
No.
Clandestine. Not clandestine.
Clandestine?
Clandestine is how I always said it.
Oh,
Okay, am I wrong
clandestine.
too?
I'm right.
Yes, Tony. The
Military.
voice from the
Yeah.
basement
Um,
says yes.
Elise is correct.
Clandestine, yeah.
Clandestine?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're wrong and I'm wrong.
Anyway, we want it to be subtle and we don't want to alert people to our presence or motives in the city, so we were thinking just having the people who are good at that kind of thing go and not have us screw it up.
Okay, but I want to have like a set rendezvous place and time, and
We'll
if
be
we
close
don't show
by.
up, you come in with your guns in the face.
Of course.
Guns in face, yes.
Guns in face.
All right.
And
So
rapier or
But you would
whatever the
know,
heck
you
your
would know
scimitar.
in
Scimitar.
general that like detect evil, there is detect good. So, and if not, then I'm telling you right now. So
If
it
she
would be
went
very
in there,
obvious
they'd
if
be
I went
like,
in there would know.
Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, I'd
bing.
be like, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Yeah. So.
Gotcha.
Am I gonna be okay being neutral?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably fine.
so
Right, they're like, huh.
neutral.
Yeah.
we will.
Ish.
You're neutral on like, you're like, maybe I would like a lifetime membership.
So we will break here before
Yep.
you guys go and do stuff in town.
I take Elise's horse. I don't know that.
So we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yeah, right. Whoa.
Hey, I had that tower up for a while. That was a good one. It was a good
Oh my god, my eyes started
Oh,
itching
yeah,
so
Lynn,
bad. Like
you
right
should
in the middle
start
of that.
taking like the ability to like do
Did I
scrolls
tell you
and
all
shit
about
like that.
the book?
rolls.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
book?
About this?
No.
No,
That none of you are allowed to ever touch this?
Oh, okay.
I'm going to now. You know that,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Yeah, like why?
You
I don't
Put it in
care
your
if you
pocket.
stick it in your ass pocket. Don't mean I'm not gonna touch it.
Yeah,
This
seriously.
is the game.
Why did you even say that?
Because if you ever see it lying around, you are not allowed to look at it. It is the game Bible. So
Really, Paul?
I will keep it out of reach of all of you.
Do you know that there are so many loose ends on our goddamn campaign? Like, this has never been resolved. The whole, like,
Yep.
I was thinking about it before. I was like, we were like earlier in the campaign. I know the microphones are still on. There's so many loose ends.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You're
the
only
Philip
level
thing.
4.
The Philip thing has never been resolved.
You're only level 4.
Yeah.
I thought we would resolve one thing and then go on to another. I mean,
No.
I've never played a Pathfinder campaign before, so I have no idea. But I was
Right.
like, I thought it'd be
Yeah.
like, you complete this task and then you go on to that
That's
task.
why things like this where like you guys were like, hey, we should ask for like a monetary like reward. You don't do that. Because in the game realm, the fact that you just helped an entire fucking town is gonna come back to you eventually, and it's gonna be good.
You have to think about this is about as real as it's gonna get. Like I run, like I said, I run a much more realistic, much more gritty campaign, which is where, if you guys want to get something, I'm not gonna hand a lot of stuff to you. But if you guys think outside the box and you go like, let's ask, let's go find the mayor. Let's go find, this guy.
Yeah.
Let's go, think about things like that. And I'll be like, yeah, you could totally do that. Because, I mean, I'd much rather do that rather than...
Wait, is
Yeah.
the mayor
hand stuff at
not religious? Like, is he a non-religious figure?
In this town he is. But that's because Thrain, like I said, is a theocracy. It's more...
No, it was the opposite. The whole government's gonna be religious people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, scrolls. Good.
How do I... Okay,
There's like a craft, right? Is it
How do I
craft
what?
scroll?
Craft scroll. Or
Yeah.
scribe scroll.
Scribe scroll, where do I put that? What is this?
That is a feat.
Where is that? I don't even know
So the
that
next time you get to have a feat.
I probably have had feats and I haven't
How many
even been
feats do you have to
picking
count
them.
You should have at least 2.
These
right?
are my bloodline ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I
What?
have, I have 8
No.
bloodline ones.
No, that ain't right.
But those are probably forever.
No, those are things that you get as you level.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Forever. Like, those are all of them. I wrote bloodline feats. You can see.
Oh wait, that's like these
I think
bloodline
you-
spells that you get at certain levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the bloodline feats that you get at certain levels. So if
Okay,
you
hold
look
on.
at your...
Feats.
keep going. Nope.
I feel like I
You
should
want
buy
to look
something,
at
but I don't really know
sorcerer
what.
for you.
Yeah.
What's your sorcerer?
You
Elemental.
might want to
Elemental.
buy an
Bonus
alchemy
feats.
crafting
It
kit.
just says all. No, it does not! Oh, I get
That
all
sounds
of
good.
them!
No, you don't.
No.
Here's how it works.
An alchemy
Bonus
crafting
feats
kit.
are the things that you get when it says
It's assumed to have all the things that you need to make your extracts or anything that you might need.
How much
It's
is it?
25
Oh, I get to
GP.
Bloodline
pick
feet.
one.
You get to pick
Whole?
one
Yeah.
at each of those times.
At each one of
Jesus
those.
So
Christ.
what
But
you
yeah,
should
I wanna-
have
But
is you
it's
should
like
have
the
all the
box
stuff that
of-
this
it has
says.
everything
So
I would ever
bloodline power,
need.
you get one bloodline power, a cantrip,
25.
and shoe materials.
Okay.
At third level, you got a bloodline power and a bloodline spell. And at fourth,
Fourth, I get nothing.
fourth you get a feat.
Or for
And
75,
at
you
first
have a
level, you
portable
get a feat.
alchemist
But it
lab.
doesn't say that. How do I know that? Like, that fucking drives me nuts about this goddamn
I'll let you look
game.
at this one.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Okay.
No, see, it says nothing.
No feats.
It's at second or
First level
third.
and third level. Oh, sorry. And then your first ability boost at fourth.
Seriously, I need to just start using that stupid thing
Okay, here's
more.
what it is.
It's too
The things that you need
complicated
to
for
look
me.
at is you need to look at this. You get a feat every other level. So
Yeah.
first, third, fifth, seventh. So every odd level you get a feat. And then every 4 levels, so 4, 8, 12, 16.
What's an ability score? I don't even know
you
what
get
the
your
fuck
ability
that
score.
is.
Hold on, put your character sheet on. Your ability score is this. So you get to boost one of these at 1 point.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Oh, I could have
everyone
been
should be able to do
focusing
that.
on all of that.
Wait. We boost what by 1 point? What
No,
was
this
Ability
is-
score.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah, everyone gets
Or
one at
these.
4th level, right? Or is it depending on?
any one of these?
Wait, is
Any one of
that
those.
is
You
that
get to boost
temporary
it by one.
modifier?
I
Like,
haven't
where do you
boosted
put
any
that?
of these by
You
1 at
just
any level.
Because you
boost it
shouldn't
by
have.
1.
You only just get do it.
You only get to do
Point
it
every
once.
4 level.
1 point every
Oh,
4
so we
levels.
should have for this level.
Yes.
Right.
And I can just pick any of these.
Correct. It's 1 to the score, not 1
Your
to the
intelligence
modifier.
will be
Plus 4
good, but I'm gonna point out if you boost your intelligence, then you have
Fuck
to like
yeah, so
change
doesn't
all
that
the
mean that I
values for
boost
like
all
everything.
of these then
Oh
too?
shit.
Yep. I think I just blew Lynn's mind.
Yep.
Because yeah, obviously I want to boost
Oh my
the fucking
God.
intelligence.
Oh,
Or you should boost your dexterity or
All
strength.
of my rolls right now are way
You're-
higher
if
than
you
they
boost-
should have
If you
been.
boost your dexterity,
Oh
you're
my
still going to
God.
be at a +3, but you're going to be 1 step closer to getting that
Holy
+4.
crap.
and it's a lot harder to to increase those.
Yeah.
Because it's 1918.
No wonder.
17,
Okay,
16,
okay.
15, 14, 13,
4,
12.
4,
So any of those
4,
13s, you
4,
boost them 1, and you're going to get another extra number.
8, 8. Oh my
Wait,
god,
what do
there
you
are
mean?
so
If I
many
boost
things
this
that I
by
wrote
one,
down tonight that are
then
wrong.
where did I
then.
get an extra number?
Then your ability modifier
goes up.
by 1.
Well, I want to fucking do that then. Shit.
Oh my god,
But
intelligence
also
is
remember
like half
That
of
if you
everything
boost your
here.
dex, that'll turn to a 17.
Woo!
So I'm
Yep.
at +3, but the next time you get a
It only
boost,
counts as
it'll
1,
push
right?
you up to +4.
Not quite.
So it depends
True,
on what
but
you want.
I don't. I
So
my
do you want
God.
long term or do you want short term?
What's
That's
this?
the big-
Pumpkin
that's the big-
I feel like I use my
Just this?
intelligence more.
Then boost it.
Awesome, right?
It will
ridiculous.
Intelligence wasn't even like
Stick
a
hand like
thing
pumpkin.
for me.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
that wasn't even a question.
1 tub of Cool Whip, 1 can of pumpkin.
So
Yep.
this becomes 14. This becomes 2.
Kind of
Yep.
awesome.
Correct?
Yeah.
Because the easiest way to remember the ability scores is 18 is the low end of the +4. So it's 1918. 17, 16 is +3. 15, 14 is +2.
I go the
And
other
then
way.
every
10,
two
10 is
of
0.
Yeah, but
Sorry.
it's 10, 11 is
Right.
0.
10, 11.
Okay,
12,
now
13,
we said
14,
that if I
15.
change my intelligence, I'm changing a bunch of other
You
what?
probably will increase your
skills.
scores. Yeah,
What?
you'll probably get higher values.
So you want to fill in your ability modifiers in here. So
Oh my
all
God.
of this, you want to fill in all
My
of it.
stats just went up like through
Okay,
the
so
roof.
everywhere
So-
it says intelligence,
Because
the number here is
intelligence,
going to go up by 1.
intelligence
Correct.
is this through this.
Okay, I
and
understand.
Half of those,
So,
like I
so
just
right
boosted
now,
intelligence
where
and
it says intelligence,
Yeah.
you put a 2 there rather than a 1 that you had earlier.
Right, okay, so my
okay,
grace is going up.
Restroom, and then we're gonna come back. Okay.
Yep.
And craft alchemy is going up.
Sorry, Grace, not reach past you one more time.
That is totally fine.
Yeah, my chick actually, I've been staring at them the whole time in the camera, like
They
I
have
want
been so
those.
awesome.
they have been delicious. Yeah.
Yes. I've eaten way
You have
more
to dip
than
them
I
in a
should.
dip, Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Seriously.
Dip is awesome.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
You're fucking good.
Uh huh.
Talk too much. I don't get to eat.
That's what I've been staring at the whole time, like, oh my god, I just want to like be that creepy guy that sits there at the corner of the table and just eats all their food.
But yeah, I'm gonna get that Facebook thing up and running this week. So I will take care of that.
Okay.
What is that? What are these special bullets?
Because I need Laura to make me a drawing that I can post. Because I think she's gonna enjoy things that I have planned. I have giant diabolical plans for everyone.
We are completely out of wine. Does anyone want anything else?
I've got.
Do we have other wine? What other wine?
Yeah, I started to forget all of my plot threads that I was giving all of you guys.
I have notes.
So, I know, but, so I wrote them all down.
I'm so
Read
good.
this. Or
No, I have those. Those were the initial plot threads.
right.
And then I was like, starting to like, put out more. And I'm like, okay, I need to remember where I'm going. But you guys are doing good. You guys are right on schedule.
You said I have a note here that says potions, -5 for potions. So based off of the regular price. That's what I need. Ah, there you go. I was going the wrong way. Weapons.
Ultimate Equipment is an amazing book. If you play a lot of Pathfinder, you need to buy it.
Yeah.
Because it's...
We have it on Hero Labs, so because we use Hero Labs for everything, so we have that in there. So it's just like, look, this is the list of all the things I can buy.
Was
Yeah.
level 2 spells being here?
Yeah.
Ready. Book is good, but
remember,
I also
sorry.
like to.
Yep.
I've been told by 2 separate DMs that I look happiest when I have like 5 books open in my lap,
Yep.
like with spells like in front of me. They're like, you're playing a spellcaster and you have like 10 books on your lap and you're just sitting there like rifling through them and going like, I cast all this stuff.
I cast all the things.
I look happiest when I'm causing havoc and making Elise go. Although,
Honestly, I like giving her
poor
evil
Elise.
ideas and then like
Just watching.
playing off like I'm still on the
poor
good
Elise,
side.
we started a D&D 5e campaign. I hated my character. I might have to kill her. I might have to. Like,
She's really bad.
she's
She's so bad.
I wish.
I created a Bellatrix Lestrange. Like, not even kidding.
wow.
Like, I seriously did.
Awesome.
But no, but like Bellatrix Lestrange, who like never wanted to leave the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like she was also just incredibly
She was a
reclusive.
cleric, so she wanted to like stay in the church because the church was almost like Voldemort, and it was like stay. But the part about it that I hated that was that Avery never asked me to describe my character to the group. So
No, we never did.
No one knew what the fuck was happening.
Yeah.
So if I had described it, you guys probably would have been like, "Oh, let's leave," you know, like. But it never happened.
Right, but
So-
I played or
A
maybe
child.
still playing.
You did really
a
well.
Relatively childlike gnome. Like right on the edge of adulthood, but not quite.
Yeah.
Who hasn't really been outside of the forest very much.
Sweet.
So everything is
so
awesome.
good.
Everything is great. Like, oh my god, they sent me to go do this thing. This is the coolest.
I was gonna say, if you break into song, I'm gonna slap you.
No, like, that's pretty much what it felt like.
Yeah.
And you did so amazing. That's why I was like, maybe I need to kill my character.
No,
Because
don't.
your
That's so
character was
hard.
so
Play-
good.
That's why it's really hard to play like the super serious character
Yeah.
too.
Okay, here's the thing. Whenever you have a character that you're finding a hard time playing, you should try to play that character to the best of your ability,
Yeah.
because of the fact that you want to try and find a reason for that character to do what needs to be done. You wanna
It's a challenge.
It
yeah,
is.
it's a challenge
For a
And,
reason.
I mean,
Yeah.
and honestly, Lynn, I'm not meaning this to be insulting, but I don't know if you're quite up to that level of challenge yet. Since you're
I don't
new.
really understand like where the stats come in and where like the skills come in and things like that. Like that I don't get.
I mean, I know for
The
myself.
character role playing, I've got
Okay,
that down.
yeah, because
feel
I know for me, like playing the really tough characters was something that I had to grow up. But
that's the part where like Because of the bar.
She used to stay further
Because of the
away.
bar,
Yeah.
I feel like
Just
I could
wish I
do
don't know.
whatever kind of character you put in
I
front of
mean,
me, as long as I
12.
understand what their motivation
Actually,
is.
okay.
So I could be wrong. I could be doing a terrible
So
job
maybe not.
from the outside,
Wow.
but inside I feel like I am.
And that's the
That's
best.
my loss of the 9 too. In my
That's all
intelligence. Not that smart.
All right.
I could be that person that no one's like
I would probably go
believe
with
in your character. I don't know.
All right.
Like a
So-
bow over a crossbow, because then you don't have the reload time.
So, you guys are going out to find evil,
Evil shit.
stuff in town.
And literally, Lynn was not paying attention to your conversation, so I really don't even know what I'm walking into.
That's perfect. No,
This is
you're
really
doing it all
cool.
on your own. This is me looking for things.
Okay.
Well, she just told us to go to.
I told you to
Some
go fuck some
evil
shit up.
church.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
find where all the evil people are and see what's going on. See if they're like, man, I got this really cool idea. Let's kill everybody. You know, things like that.
So I think what we need to do is find like a shady bar, a goth bar, something like that.
You guys basically, you roam around. You go from hotspot to hotspot. That you guys are all very much like. What are you doing?
You don't have a coaster.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. You can use my dice bag.
I have a book.
Okay.
You roam around and you see you question here and you question there, but there are rumors of possibly maybe a lingering evil cult that might be in town, but it's like it's so like rumor that it's almost like
There's no names. There's no actual legitimate anything.
there's no ground for this to stand on.
All right.
It's kind of like the whispers in the dark that most likely aren't there.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Which honestly, it let's see here. Honestly, as a member of the Silver Flame, even though you haven't been in this area before, you pretty much have an idea that they probably have eradicated pretty much anything that could.
Right. They
Because-
probably eradicated it, but it's still going to
Because
exist.
the church is, if one thing above all, militaristic in its goings ons.
Mm-hmm.
So it pretty much is an extermination mode in Flame Keep at all times.
Yeah, but even then, there's always something.
Yeah, stuff slips by, but it's stuff that like slips. Like it's not something that ever grasps hold, and like if there is a cult in town, it's pretty. They're pretty good at staying hidden.
Mm-hmm.
there's still got to be
Nothing that you guys can pick up.
nothing we can figure out. Okay, so
So we basically spend all night wandering around looking for something that doesn't exist.
actually, I was gonna say after about 2 to 3 hours, I would have stopped you and said, "Let's go back to the rendezvous. Let
Oh,
them know
shit.
there's nothing, and then meet up with our boys."
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yep. Well, thank you for trying. We
Yep.
figured it would be a
Yeah.
good potential source of leads.
Better to
And then
find
I'd be like sitting at the table going like, really? Really? I thought I was gonna get some action here. Like this was gonna be
I
a
tried.
thing. Very disappointed in you.
Sorry. Try.
Go have fun with your boys.
I had a quest. It was a side quest. It was good.
Okay, so as we're like sneaking these boys into the church, do we run into any trouble, or are you guys just gonna let us
Well,
do this?
you're just gonna be able to do this.
I'm not walking
okay,
in
thank
with
you.
them at the same
No.
time.
Well, I assumed you guys were going
Oh, that's right. The church.
I am not
You
walking
guys-
in
you
with
guys
them
are-
at the same time.
No,
You
so
guys-
like we went back and they went back to their bar to get their boys.
You
Like,
guys.
do we need to sneak them in, or are we just going?
You guys.
I am 80,000 feet away from that shit.
Well, I
Okay.
assumed you were going back to the church while we went to the bar
Right.
first, so it'd be
Yeah.
at least an hour later.
How are you coming back to the church?
Well, I assume we're still drunk because we only wandered the town for a couple hours.
And
Yeah, 3 hours is enough for me to sober up. I'm okay.
At least to be like functional.
I'm
like,
decent. Yeah, I'm
you
okay.
can, you can maintain at that point.
Yeah, slightly tipsy, like the equivalent of.
I know what
Paul at
slightly
3
tipsy is.
I know. I'm telling for our viewers the equivalent of like 3 beers in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3.
Okay, 2.
I'm a lightweight. Do
Fine.
you know what I'm lightweight?
I was gonna say I don't
Oh,
drink
you're
at that
little.
point.
You're little. So like 1.5 for you, 3 for me because I'm an alcoholic.
It's like
And,
it's like
like-
tipsy at 3. It's like you want to drink like it's like 5.
Okay, well.
I don't know. Do gnomes process fast? Maybe I'm not drunk anymore. Okay.
Anyway,
No, that would be
Anyways,
dwarves.
so
so
we
you guys
have,
are like
3 guys with us.
you guys have your boys with you and you're like, crap, church.
Hey boys, want to come back to church with us?
Mm-hmm.
They're fine with it. We made sure they were fine with it before we brought them back.
They're probably not going to be fine with you bringing people into the church.
That's
To
fine.
have
So we go in through the back door.
Ooh. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. So how unfine are they with it? Like, are they shaking their boots? Are they, like, ready to walk away?
No, the
they're-
church is not fine with you bringing the guys.
No, I meant the guys. Are the guys not cool with going into the church?
They're not too keen on going
Great.
into the church.
So I'm gonna give them an ultimatum. Like, I don't care. You can leave. I'll find a fucking acolyte. I don't give a shit.
Good luck with that.
They go like, you do that. You've never been here before, have you? you know. There's a hotel down the street.
On you? Are you gonna pay for it? It'll be worth your night.
Tell you what, we'll put it on your dime, and if we do have a good time, we'll put our dime on your dime.
Really?
So you can dime while you dime.
I'm starting to feel like these guys aren't worth it.
Yeah. No. Paul, that.
My smooth talk has left the building.
No. No.
Okay, if
Like,
that's what the
have a good
guys,
night, bye.
if that's what the guys are gonna say, then Lame is gonna look at Phaedra and be like, "We don't really need the guys for a good time."
They're basically
No.
like
And since we're supposed to be staying there,
they're basically
church
like
isn't gonna say anything
if you
if we
guys
walk in.
if you guys pay and it's a good time, they'll pay you back.
Nope. Pass.
This is why you can't pick up women at the bar, Paul.
Yep,
Yep.
pretty much.
Pass. Totally. Done. Leaving. Like at hearing that, Phaedra's gonna go, "Are you kidding?" and walk away. Yep.
This does not help me anymore.
All right.
Lame
So-
made a proposal to Phaedra, and I think we're good.
All right.
We're done.
So
I need a list of potions.
we will screen wipe to
Yeah,
next
the
day.
next morning.
For the next morning. You guys wake up and I assume at least that you are waking up
Yeah.
earlier than the rest of the bunch. I don't know about
Okay, seriously though, but like, why does the Holy One have to wake up early? Like, why?
Because
where
I
does
mean,
this-
you're in the church, and if you're like, it's like you wake up and everybody else wakes up. You do all the church shit.
Okay, let me ask you this. Phaedra, are you going to wake up early?
no.
Yeah.
Fuck no!
I just want
Let's-
to break
let's-
down the boundaries of
No,
like
that's cool.
of like
No, that's cool.
what
She-
what am I looking for?
The
She-
stereotype that a religious
Yes.
person would get up early.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. Is break this
but
down.
she, as being a paladin, has to wake up, observe rites, and pray for and also the other
Yeah.
part is she has to pray for spells.
Yeah.
Do you like waking up early?
No.
Okay.
But I don't get spells. I
Huh?
don't think I get spells yet.
No, you don't, but you still get up and you pray. And
Yeah,
one of
it's
these-
for the lay on hands ability and all that.
Yeah.
And it's like, Okay, I'm really sorry that I'm hanging out with these people. Please don't hurt me.
Well, it's not so much
A lot
that.
of repenting, too.
Basically, she does her repentance, and she
That's
also
probably
like
a lot of repenting.
prays for forgiveness, and also prays to
Lot
like
of
have patience
repenting.
to deal with you every day,
Yeah.
and like all that kind of stuff.
So much repenting.
So
All of
I don't think you have a lot to repent for.
No,
You're
I'm
just
repenting
like,
for them.
you're just like-
please.
I think you're more like, give me the strength to deal with them for one
that
more
too.
day.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's probably also, they really are not that bad people. Like, they mean good. Just
But remember,
please
you have a
don't.
hierarchy, and you
Yeah.
could be using them.
That'll happen. That's going to happen with her. Yeah.
So,
Depends.
I just did. If you think about it. I just told you, go infiltrate the evil.
Yep, you did.
I did follow your
And,
command after all. Yeah.
I'm forgetting names, but
Wait, Ari.
Caitlin.
Yes.
Hey, Larry. What are you doing as of this morning?
I'm not gonna get up that early. Get a decent night's sleep and then get up, see what everyone else is up to.
All right. Elise, an acolyte comes to you and says they have finished copying the map.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like it brought to the room, or would you like it, or would you like to come get it?
I think that I can gather the rest of my companions and that we can get it ourselves.
All right, we will expect you at any time.
Oh, thank you. I will go and rouse them. Do you perhaps have the morning bell?
I know.
Hmm.
You know, a
What?
nice bell.
Wait, we're sleeping, so we don't
loud.
Yeah.
You know, for the young acolytes when you
Absolutely.
need to. I would love
But
one of those.
Meta
right now.
telling Lairs
Absolutely.
I'm gonna kill her.
Would you care to assist me?
And
Alright, this is like the good morning hazing right here.
he
You bitch.
Right?
he
I'm not even
does
awake
come
already
in
mad at
with a long with a ornate long silver bell.
You know what this?
Think so?
and
Yeah. It's
and
meant to be a cool thread.
and he says, "Here you go,
Thank
sister."
you.
Sister.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Sister.
so much fun.
Sister Mary Clarence.
Where do I know that from?
Sister Act.
Oh,
It's
right.
the
Sister
only
Act.
nun name
Right.
I know. Seriously.
Are you already up?
Yeah, so probably.
So I'm gonna come over to you and be like, you wanna wake me
Are
up?
we all in the same room, or do we have like?
I'm
You're all
assuming
the
that you
same.
probably got.
Okay.
I'm assuming that you were up and then like went and did something or
Yeah.
explored or something.
You were all in the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
room. They put you up in like barracks.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Okay.
So I
hold
assume-
on. I asked you earlier if we all got separate rooms, and you said we all got a private room, not barracks.
Oh, because
I
I
don't
would
remember
so
that.
lock my door.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
You did.
do it.
You did. I wrote it down, which is why I
Well,
was
your
trying to
bell's
get
gonna
guys.
be
And when the
loud.
guys ran away, that's why I proposed.
I
that
mean,
just
I
me and
figured we
Pedro
might have one room together,
the night.
but it would be just us.
Yeah.
It's just you. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like barracks.
No, it's not like barracks like a ton, but it's
Okay.
it's a room that has
So
basically
it's still just
like
us.
Still, but do you realize like what I was thinking when I'm like, we're gonna go pick up guys, and how that would be way different if I knew that these guys
Yeah.
were sleeping in the same
Yeah,
room.
totally.
It's fine. It's funnier that way.
it is
fine.
funny
Yeah.
that way.
So I find you.
Yeah.
So I have this big giant bell.
Where did you get that?
I borrowed it.
What are you gonna do with it?
Well, you see, I thought it'd be really fun to wake people up.
People? Like
People,
specific
like
people?
specific people. Would you want to go with me?
Well, that's a hard one because that sounds really, really fun.
You would definitely have the blessing of everyone in the church.
Why would everyone in the church care?
Because to me, this seems like a total hazing thing that would be always really fun to do. If you think about it, like waking everybody up and getting to be that asshole, it's gotta be really fun. So, and
Why
I
does your
assume,
church like hazing?
to me, that just seems like a nice hazing, like a nice, like a fake hazing.
There's
I just
always
need a Kleenex. I'm
Right, there's always something.
there's always that little bit of fun at the
Yeah.
expense of others in
Right.
any group organization of any kind.
Yeah, to me, it seems like a nice, fun hazing.
It does sound really fun, but as
You know you want to.
I'm gonna pass. I want to try and maintain some sort of decent relationship with these people.
All right, so I'm going to continue on. Just
I'm
completely
gonna-
ignoring that. Just walking
She,
away.
I'm gonna follow just like at a distance because I assume. Did you tell me why you're waking them up? What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I probably would have done
Like
that in
for fun?
passing. Mostly for fun, but
Right.
also
I think I'm done
our document, whatever, our scroll of the necromancy symbols finished. They're done copying it.
Okay.
So, and they want to, talk to us, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be really fun to wake them up.
Paul,
this
you
way.
better not have a
Well,
belt.
why don't you go wake him up? I'll catch up with you.
Alright. Doesn't matter. Yeah, he's in my house, bitch. I win.
No.
He is nothing. If he, makes a presence,
You'll just
like,
light him on
everyone's
fire.
just gonna kill. There is a source of evil rooted out.
Oh, that's fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna go wake you bitches up.
What are you doing?
Stuff. So, you guys,
Please don't hit the table with that.
No.
Okay.
You
'cause it
guys-
has food on it.
at least you walk into the room and you guys hear,
It's really loud.
and
That is
you're-
really loud, but-
and you guys are rudely awakened.
No, I'm sorry. Phaedra just lays there in bed.
Well, you're still rudely awakened.
Unmoving.
What you do after
I
being rudely awakened is
I am totally unmoved.
I,
but you're still
however,
awake.
grab whatever's next to me